It's funny
Maybe one
because
day.
you'll be playing in the cafe, and Ariel, she says, "Oh, Daniel." She told me about you. She said, "Yeah, there's this guy who comes, and he's a cut above. He's really good." And when he plays, all the girls working by the cash, they sort of get this look, and they're sort of like, their work slows down, and she goes, "Damn that, Daniel," you know. But so have you noticed that impact, or
You know, I don't know. It's just, I guess it depends.
don't let it go to your head, man.
I know.
Yeah, you know, it's.
So you gotta try. That's why everybody becomes a musician, right?
Well,
Just joking.
well, the thing is, you're not wrong in a sense. I think if the creative flow is powerful enough, that's the thing you want to hit your wagon to.
But I get into that same thing if I go see like a live band and there's a girl singing or a girl like playing an instrument. It's just like automatic, like the attention is just like right there, and it's like wow.
You can't help it, especially because you're on display. You're
It's
strutting
true.
your
It's
stuff
like
in.
it's like this is what I'm doing. And maybe,
There's sort of a mating ritual.
maybe they
it.
want to like maybe more people want to be seen more just for their music and not what their looks are. But I think
It's well, I mean, it's an important part of being human. I mean, like you're on display,
entertaining, I guess,
you know,
right?
and yet there's also like the deep soul stuff. Like, well, okay, yeah, there's the silly monkey aspect, and we sort of dance for our mates or whatever. But beneath that, you've got the way I look at it is like you've got a soul riding inside a monkey, and if the soul is strong, it says, oh, I've got a message. I want to talk about the man who stole a sheep and made drums out of it, but can't speak any other language but Mayan. What was it?
Yeah. You know, it's just an old Mayan language. Yeah,
You know,
ancient
that's
Mayan language.
there's another conversation going on there that's just as powerful. And I think they have to sort of work in lockstep because it takes a great deal of skill before I want to watch someone who's not pretty. Because like there's so much time, like my monkey's in charge of what feeds come up, right? So it's just like, you know, you've got to be like there are not that many Leonard Cohens out there.
Yeah.
You know, they're just like, oh, okay, tune everything out. This man's he's got something to say, right? So,
Yeah, you know, that's definitely a tough part of the business for people. You know, you have to be able to, and it's not just looks; it's also like have a personality.
Yeah.
And you know, some people don't, and their music gets out there, and it's mainly a listening experience, no matter what.
Yeah.
So some people don't like touring. Some people want to just get their music out there as much as possible for listening.
Are you an extrovert? Would you say? Or?
Yeah. I've always been an extrovert. I'd say. Yeah.
I don't know how you'd manage getting up on stage. If do you know? Are there? Well, you said there are who just want to play and don't want to engage.
Yeah. Well, somebody I really like is a musician named Andy Schaaf. He's Canadian. He's from I'm gonna say Manitoba.
Uh-huh.
That's a guess. And he's playing in Halifax soon with a band called Half Moon Run from Montreal. And he gets up there and he doesn't speak very much. He's a very shy guy, but his music is just unbelievable. And maybe there's something to say about that, where these introverted people have the time and want to spend that time alone writing and getting really good at that part of it. You know, like if I spend too much time alone trying to write, I need to go out and, you know, recharge by being around people, and that's my way of recharging. And
Like
probably his
Elvis,
is the opposite.
Elvis was an introvert.
Yeah, you know, some people, they can't, you know, you can train them, but somebody told me that it's kind of the way you recharge. You know, introverted people recharge by being by themselves. And it doesn't mean that necessarily they're not personable or outgoing. It just means that's their way of kind of recharging. And my way of recharging and relaxing is out being with people.
I definitely, one of the reasons I wanted to set up an interview show is that I also, it's not like, I don't feed on people's energy. I feed on the resonance. Because when you have a good conversation, I find at the end of it, you're both amped up.
Yeah, you are. You have to be. Yeah.
And that's it.
Same with shows.
Where does that energy come from?
Yeah.
If you're giving and taking, and yet you're creating at the same time. I find that very, very powerful, right?
And some people would drain them.
Yeah.
I think, but yeah, no, that definitely recharges me. And after a show, you know, I don't feel I need to like decompress before going to bed. I need to do something.